I was born in Iran, and I came to the UK the end of 1970, and I came to York 1971, and I've been here ever since. Initially I came to York because there was a need of more Baha'is to be in York, and that's my religion, my faith. When I retired in year 2001, I went to China for a couple of years, and then I came back in 2004 when I moved house, and I moved from Gross to here. So in Tang Hall I have not come across any particular overt response to my culture or even to my religion. How they saw me, I have no idea. I can give some indications that some people did and some people didn't like. The same with the neighbors. Some were more friendly than others, but I haven't had any sort of animosity from anyone. In York, we have always had a small number of minorities, mainly from top of my head, I think it was 7% or something like that. In Tang Hall, it's even less. Over the last 10 to 12 years, the demographic of the minorities in York has changed dramatically. A large number of Eastern European, particularly Polish, have settled in York. Also a large number of Turkish community. Now on top of that, we have a large number of Chinese, particularly students, whom some of them and their families eventually came and settled in York. We had always a large Chinese community in York, but they were at the background. They were those who came after the war from Hong Kong. In Tang Hall, we do also see, because there are the two Muslim mosques here, that a lot more activities going on. And as you may know, the main mosque in Bull Lane is going to be made much bigger because there is a need for that. It would be nice to see at least a presence from York Racial Equality Network I work with in this area, where they can give support, information, maybe a kind of a surgery once a month or something in the community center, where people can come and know that there is somebody there that might be able to help them. We have got a mosque amongst us in this area. A lot of Muslims living in this area, and we are all aware of the problems that Muslims face these days. We have a very active Baha'i community in New York that I'm a member. We have a few Baha'is in Tang Hall. We have very few Jewish people in this area. I do not know of any Sikh communities here. So those are also another areas that maybe somehow this can be identified, that whether religious communities are feeling comfortable in this area, or what they can offer to the community, because a lot of, well, almost all the faiths have some social activities that brings the communities together, so their experiences might be useful. So generally there are more religious minorities as well as the racial minorities in York. When you ask people, what do you think there is wrong, something wrong in this area that you want to change, always come down to blaming somebody, like youngsters, gangs of youth, or talking about new students, a lot of students being here. People have lost the sense of responsibility. This is my society, this is my community. If it is not so good, we have to make it better. If it is not friendly, we have to make it friendly.